Doing, bro?
Hey, man.
How you doing?
How are you? Everything's good?
Could be doing better.
Well, I hear you.
Yeah, I just went to, I have my...
Your yarmulke.
Yeah, but I'm not Jewish.
I know that, but you went to get the food.
Yeah, and we still have this thing going on that's something to do with Moses bringing down the Ten Commandments.
Uh-huh.
So there was no food today.
Because he brought down the Ten Commandments, there's no fruit?
There's no food. There was no food in here the past couple of days.
Really?
It's weird. It's like, I'm like, okay.
Everybody has their own spin on things.
It's basically what it means.
Hey, losing out on the fruit beats getting your heart taken out to make sure the sun came up.
Right.
You know what I mean? What I do as the found photo man is I collect photographs from all over estates and various markets. Other photo collectors and dealers will contact me, bring a lot of photos to me, and I curate all that down into a distillation that works really good for the creative community here in the Hollywood area. So when you spend, you know, hours and hours looking through piles of photos and observing the lives of these people kind of flashing before your eyes, you know, you can enter into your own little world a little bit, which I probably do, particularly on days perhaps when I spend a lot of time alone just with the photos, but maybe just as much when I see people as they pass by. This little opening I have here is proscenium that opens up in front of me when I open the garage door, and I see this little perspective of the world, you know. Hey, man. It only takes a few seconds for suddenly someone to appear and then disappear if they don't stop and talk to me. And sometimes perhaps, you know, that impression that I get from actuality can be very, very close in its experientially to the experience I'm having with the photos themselves. In selling the photos, my satisfaction comes from when I see that a person who has creative instincts that may have been a little crushed just get some kind of reignition or a charge. It's really why I do it. And when people are all standing around these buckets together, and then there is this common experience that's very individual and private, but yet because we all have it, we're sharing some kind of an emotional bond, even with all these strangers. You know, it's all happening all together. Maybe I'm reading too much into it, but I think that's what's happening there, and I think that's why people come back time and time and time again and say, oh, I just want to spend a few minutes here. As I look back over them all, it's just like, this is this tide of humanity that's just flooded my life, you know? And then into the lives and dispersed in these little tributaries and all these homes and albums and all these places. So it's really that, you know, that I take away from the experience more than any one particular thing. It's the totality. Maybe once a year or so, someone will approach all my bins, and having zero connection to it as art, but 100% connection to it as these lost remnants of people's lives in these families, you see them start to cry. But it affects me to see them hit that way, and I almost feel bad because, you know, you don't mean to spoil somebody's Sunday afternoon in the park. You know what I'm saying? Oh my God. You know what I'm saying? I'm in the depths of despair here, and all I wanted to do was come out and get, like, you know, some vintage sandals or something, you know. That happens. Maybe I take too many liberties with people's lives because I think, well, because somebody shot this moment and I bought it, now it belongs to me. But what else can I do? I think it's better than having it thrown in the garbage. Particularly since when you sometimes can look into the eyes of someone who lived 100 years ago, you can see yourself. It's almost like a little theater screen here when I'm sitting inside the garage. It's like I'm in the movies. And it kind of really reinforces the idea that these people and I are all living each other's lives, because I understand they're coming from their beginning and they're going towards their end. And we kind of flick by each other every once in a while. This is the way these images come to me in the bins, you know. That's who I am. I'm the photo man.